What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Main Deck Monday, and today we're going over the Mega Rayquaza deck. Now, the reason why I'm going over this is because 2 weekends ago, not this past weekend, but the weekend before for Canada Nationals, this was actually the deck that won, piloted by Simon. Now, I don't have his exact deck list. This is pretty much as close I could think of as my head, like watching the videos and stuff, watching the stream. I thought that this was his list, so that's what I'm gonna go off today, and we're gonna see it. I mean, we're gonna see this deck in action. I think I'm pretty close to his list. I kind of know how Mega Rayquaza works, Hex Quaza, whatever you call it. And today we're gonna see the deck. We have seen this multiple times, but I think is an interesting deck for sure, because of the inclusion of Target Whistle, the Fire Energies. He actually played no Jolteon, which you did see a lot during States. He still did play the Jirachi. He did play a Bunnelby to get back stuff as well. And let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. Now, our main attacker is going to be this Mega Rayquaza-EX. It has the attack Emerald Break. This attack does 30 damage times the number of your benched Pokemon. And we're going to put a Sky Field out in the play, and we're going to have up to 8 Pokemon on the field. And this means we can Emerald Break for 240 damage, which is pretty crazy. That knocks out almost everything in the game, which is great, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, to power up our Mega Rayquaza, we're going to use Hoopa. Hoopa has the ability to scout a ring. When you play this down onto your bench, you may search for 3 EX Pokemon. And with those 3 EX Pokemon, we're probably going to get a Mega Rayquaza, a Shaymin, and a Mega Rayquaza. And the reason why I say a Mega Rayquaza as well, it's because Mega Rayquaza has the Delta Evolution, which means you can evolve on your first turn, which is really, really nice. And this is why the deck is so strong. You may play this card from your hand to evolve a Pokemon during your first turn, or the turn you play that Pokemon. So you can automatically evolve onto Mega Rayquaza, and you can take a knockout turn 1. Now, you might be saying, alright, Squeaky, it needs 3 energies. What are you talking about? We'll go over that here in a second. Now, the deck did, of course, play 4 Shaymin to help set up. And 1 Bunnelby to use Rototil to get cards back into your deck, and it has the Barrage trait as well. So you can tag twice to put 2 cards back into your deck, like 2 puzzle times, which is really, really nice. And the deck does plays 1 Jirachi for Stardust as well. This could be great against Giratina. If your opponent uses Chaos Wheel, you probably are going to lose because now you can't touch DCEs. But you can Stardust, discard the double Dragon Energies off the Giratina, making it where they can't hurt you, and maybe they can't use Chaos Wheel again, and then you can take a knockout the following turn. This does kind of help against Night March as well, because you can Stardust their energies off. But Night March is pretty much, it's just an auto loss, I'm pretty sure. A Night March just beats you regardless. But luckily, Simon did not play against any at Canada Nationals, supposedly. If I remember correctly, I don't think he played against any. So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. So he played 2 Battle Compressors, or I'm playing 2 Battle Compressors. Discard 3 cards from your deck. That's going to discard supporter cards and your Fire Energies. 1 Escape Rope to switch both active Pokemon. This could help you get out of a Jirachi stall. Maybe your opponent uses Stardust. You get a Escape Rope, maybe a light. It helps you if you don't have a Lysandre, which is really nice. 3 Mega Turbos. Like I said earlier, we're going to try to get a turn 1 attack. And we're going to do this by attaching a DC to Rayquaza or Mega Rayquaza. And use the Mega Turbo to attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. For Puzzle Time, we're going to play the second one. Use the second second effect, I guess. If you play 2 cards, put 2 cards from your discard pile back into your hand, which is really, really nice. And this does help you win games because you can get back your DCEs, you can get back your Mega Turbos, your Links, your Mega Rayquazas, whatever you need. It's really good. 1 Sacred Ash to shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile back into your deck. And this is how we're going to refuel our deck, because your opponent can easily counter Sky Field. And when when they counter your Sky Field, you can't, your Pokemon gets discarded, and you really don't have a way to put it back into your deck, except for the Sacred Ash. The deck plays 1 Target Whistle as well. Put a base Pokemon from your discard pile onto their bench. Now, this is going to be really nice, especially against decks that play like Regice, mainly just Regice, because if your opponent uses Regice, you can't win. Like, you can't do anything really about it. A Target Whistle can bring a Pokemon off the discard pile, off the bench, onto the discard pile. It also can help you bring a Shaymin out, take an easy knockout if you can't find a Sky Field, which is really nice as well. I do like the inclusion of Target Whistle a lot, which is really nice. 3 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker. I couldn't find room for 4th Trainers Mail, so I just cut 1 for a 3rd Trainers Mail instead, or cut the 4th via Seeker for more cards that I wanted instead. 1 AZ to return 1 Pokemon back to your hand, discard all cards attached to it. 2 Hex Maniac, and this deck is called Hex Quaza, Speed Quaza, Mega Quaza, whatever, because the plan is you go crazy turn 1, and you use a Hex Maniac to shut down abilities until the end of your opponent's turn. And this means your opponent can't use Shaymins, they can't use anything basically that has abilities, which is really, really nice because you're gonna set up so fast on turn 1, and then you use Hex Maniac to shut them down, which is really, really nice. 1 Lysandre to bring a Pokemon off the bench, 1 in, and 2 Sycamores. Now, 2 Sycamore might seem really low, but we gotta remember, you play 4 Shaymin in this deck. You're gonna hardly use Sycamore. For the most part, you are going to use Hex Maniac, Lysandre, maybe in or something. 4 Sky Field to have up to 8 Pokemon on the bench, which is your main way of doing a lot of damage. 1 Float Stone, so play 1 Float Stone and Escape Rope. I think I would opt to play like 2 Float Stone, but he played an Escape Rope, so I'm playing Escape Rope for that reason. 3 Spirit Leaks, so your turn does not end when you evolve. 4 DC and 4 Fire Energies. Now, I was trying to figure out why he played Fire Energy, but Jay Losage told me he played it to help for Scorched Earth. If you play against a deck that runs Scorched Earth, you can just play your Fire Energy, Scorched Earth, discard your Fire Energy, and draw 2 cards. I'm pretty sure he didn't play Scorched Earth. He might have played Scorched Earth. I don't know. But there you go, guys. There's my version of Curtis's Simon's Mega Rayquaza deck. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was all of a sudden Simon's Mega Rayquaza deck. Like I said, this is not his exact list. This is my best guess. But there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, playing against Wilhelm, 2014, playing a grass and a colors deck. And let's see what's it going to be. My opponent is calling the coin flip, and will we go first or second? And we lost the coin flip, so we'll be going second. And they're going to choose who goes first. And my opponent is going to go first, but do we have the potential to get the turn 1 knockout? Now, I'm actually going to start with the Shaymin-EX. I know that seems pretty weird, but we don't. With Hoopa, we can search out more Pokemon, so I think that's going to be okay. We see a Puzzle Time, a Grass Energy already. It could be a Mega Sceptile deck, which I'm not too concerned about. They get a Pokemon down. We have a Float Stone. We have a Battle Compressor. We'll draw for the mulligan. We get a Fire Energy, which is perfect. We can get that in the discard pile with Mega Turbo. And there is a Snivy, so it does seem like a superior deck. But luckily, we do have that Escape Rope to get around it if needed. Hopefully he doesn't get down a Servine this turn. If he gets Servine out, Servine has the ability, flip a coin of heads, the active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So let's see what this trainer ball gets my opponent, and let's see what's going to happen. There's an AZ, which I doubt is what they want to see. And does my opponent have a turn 1 Hex? Nope, there's a Skyla, getting an Ultra Ball, okay. And will my opponent put down another Pokemon? If they don't, they could lose this game on turn 1 because we could easily knock out their Snivy. And let's see what's going to happen. There's a Battle Compressor, going to discard 3 cards out of their deck. And let's see what 3 cards they opt to discard. Now, they could maybe discard some Grass Pokemon, use a Revitalizer, you're going to back out of the discard pile, and maybe have a Forest of Giant Plants, and get that turn 1 Superior out, like I was talking about, maybe the Servine as well. But let's see, what does this Battle Compressor discard? That is the big question here. And what does Wilhelm 2014 have for us? Nothing yet. We're still waiting. We're still waiting on Will. Come on, Will. What are we discarding here, buddy? Are you trying to see what's prized? All right, there's a Servine. Okay, a Revitalizer, Forest, and a Servine. He does play Puzzle Time. We saw Puzzle Time in his hand, in his opening hand, so maybe we might be seeing Puzzle Time coming down. Like double puzzle. There's an Ultra Ball. Okay, going to discard an AZ and Ariados. Alrighty, and let's see. There's a Shaymin coming down. He's going to use Shaymin, set it for 3 new cards. A Grass Energy going to the active. And this is double puzzle. Nope, Shaymin coming down. Going to set it for 4 new cards. Alright, and let's see what does my opponent get out. Do they find anything or not is the big question. Another Snivy coming down, okay, which is what they need. So that way, if we get a knockout, they have another attacker next turn. And let's see what is going to happen. What does my opponent have? Now, regardless, I think we have a great opening hand. We have Hoopa. We can search for multiple Pokemon. There's a Puzzle Time. And going to use double Puzzle Time. Probably getting Forest and a Servine. Now, imagine the Servine is going to go to the bench. Snivy. A Revitalizer and a... Oh, because they already have it in their hand. Yeah, Revitalizer. Okay, that seems great. And we're going to see Revitalizer, Battle Compressor, and this Battle Compressor could discard 1 more Grass Pokemon. There's a Superior going to their hand. And one opponent evolve a Superior, turn 1 onto the active. Like I said, I think they need to put it on the bench just in case we somehow knock out this guy. Well, I guess if we get an Escape Rope, I don't know. Okay, it's going to put the active. Here comes the Servine, and what does the Paralyzation tell us? Okay, so that's going to do nothing. Superior comes down, okay, and what's that 1 card in my opponent's hand? Nothing, oh, they already used Skyla. Alright, so our turn, we get a Battle Compressor. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard the Sycamore, and a Fire Energy, okay? And with this, we're going to grab a Rayquaza. Okay. Yeah, we'll grab Rayquaza. We'll put down the Hoopa. We'll use the Scoundrel Ring. Going to search for 3 EX Pokemon. With this, we're going to grab a Rayquaza, Shaymin, and I guess just those two. Okay. We'll put those two down in the field. Oh, put down the Rayquaza. Put down the Rayquaza. We'll use Battle Compressor, and with the Compressor, we're going to discard some supporter cards. So I think Jirachi's useless. Bunnelby's could be useful as well. Hopefully you don't hear those sirens going off in the background. That's perfect. Discard Hex Maniac, AZ, and wait. Yeah, we'll discard those two. Okay. We will Float Stone the active, and we'll Shaymin set up for 4 new cards. Alright, let's see. Can we find a link, a Mega Turbo, a DCE, and some other stuff? Alright, there's a DCE. We get a link. I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard Target Whistle, and a BS Seeker. We could Battle Compressor or Double Puzzle for the Compressor, for the Target Whistle pack. And with this, I'm going to grab... we're going to grab a Mega Rayquaza. We can get the Mega Rayquaza out, and hopefully we can find a Mega Turbo with this. So we'll put a Mega Rayquaza down. We'll VS Seeker for Sycamore. Okay. We could go for an AZ, but I'd rather go for a Sycamore maybe. Yeah, well, Sycamore. And there is the Mega Turbo. Alright, so we're going to Mega Turbo, put a fire on this guy. And right now, Mega Turbo is Emma Break's doing 3, 6, 9, 12, which is not a knockout yet. So I'm an Ultra Ball, discard a Sacred Ash, and another Fire Energy. And with this, we'll probably get another Shaymin out. Do we get another Shaymin? Yeah, we'll get another Shaymin, setting up for more cards. Going to put 3 more cards in our hand. Yep, we'll put that down. Shaymin setting up for 3. And let's see. Oh, I don't know why I put this card down. Alright, well, we get down to Rayquaza Spirit Link. Put down the Sky Field. Free retreat into the Mega Rayquaza. And we could use Hoopa, get more Pokemon, but we're going to Emma Break, take out a knockout, own that Superior. There we go. Even if my opponent had, I guess, could I went for the AZ, picked up the active regardless, if they had hit heads. So on my opponent's turn, let's see what's going to happen. Shaymin-EX comes to the act spot. It owns my opponent's turn. Let's see what can they do. Now they still can go for, oh, what the heck? Okay, a Rattata comes down the field, alright. And there's a VS Seeker for a AZ. They're going to AZ, pick that Shaymin, and put it back into their hand. And I imagine we'll see a Snivy come up. I thought we would see the Rattata come down. But regardless, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. It depends if they get down to Snivy and hit heads. There's a Trainers Mail. Going to get top 4 cards of their deck. No Escape Rope. I didn't put one in the discard pile. Maybe, I don't know if there's one in the deck or not. But let's see. There's a DC going out of Rattata. Okay. What does Eradicate Break do? I don't know. But on our turn, I think we'll just go for a... let's go for an N. So that way we don't have the N in our hand anymore. I think that's the best play. I know we give my opponent a new hand of 6, but I think that'll be okay. We get double Trainers Mail, Battle Compressor, Puzzle Time. I'm actually going to use the Compressor. And with the Compressor, I'm going to discard the Escape Rope. If there's an Escape Rope, okay, so it looks like Escape Rope is a prize. And with this, I'm going to discard the other Hex Maniac. I'm going to discard probably just that. We'll press done. Put down the other Rayquaza, and we'll go for an Emma Break. I'm going to save the Trainers Mail just in case we get we need Puzzle Time. Sadly, we didn't have an energy attachment that turn, which is pretty bad. Oh, hey, there we go. Escape Rope, there we go. Alright, so if my opponent gets down to Servine, we could Escape Rope, be A-okay. So I'm not too worried anymore. Here comes a Eradicate. Okay. Alrighty. I force the Giant Plants to come down. We're going to discard a Shaymin. It's pretty much not needed. We need to find, if we find a VS Seeker, we can take a knockout. Own that Eradicate. I don't know what Eradicate Break does, but I do not want it out on the field. It seems pretty scary, and I don't want to fight against that. I mean, regardless, we could just Escape Rope. There's an Ariados and Servine coming down, okay. We could just Escape Rope, ruin the whole Ariados play regardless. We see Ariados, Servine heads, we're paralyzed, okay. But we have the Escape Rope in our hand, which is a great top deck off our prize cards, which I'm happy about. Grass Seed going into the active. It will probably see a Vine Whip for 20. Poison's Nest, going to poison both, but since they're a grass Pokemon, they're not poisoned, okay? And let's see, what does my opponent have here? Do they have an N? There's the VS Seeker for an AZ. Oh, please AZ if that Shaymin keep in their hand. AZ if the Shaymin. Are they going to keep in their hand? And they keep in their... Oh, they're going to go for Vine Whip. Now, what's going to happen this turn is we're going to Escape Rope, either knock out the Ariados or the Eradicate. And that means Eradicate Break is not going to work next turn. So I'm going to use... Oh, not Puzzle Time. Escape Rope. And now opponent has to set up either the Ariados or the Eradicate. I guess they could get down to the Ariados next turn with like a Revitalizer and force a Giant Plant. So there is a possibility they could take a knockout next turn with Eradicate Break. Eradicate Break puts the active Pokemon with 1 HP left But then we have the Ariados of Poisonous, so we'll escape rid of that guy. We'll use Trainers Mail. We'll grab Puzzle Time. This gives us a double puzzle. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll use double puzzle time, which seems great. Yeah, we'll put 2 cards in our hand. Okay. And with this, I'm going to grab, I guess double VS Seeker seems fine. Yeah, we'll just grab those 2 guys. Okay. And we will VS Seeker for Lysandre, bring up that Eradicate before it goes crazy. Oh, wait, is Lysandre not in a discard pile? Oh, baby. Lysandre's not in a discard pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a Hex Maniac. I didn't even notice that we didn't have a Lysandre there. But I'm a Hex Maniac, making our opponent can't use any of their abilities. We're going to free treat into this guy, and we're going to take a knockout. Now this means if my opponent does get an Ariados out, they can't use Poison's Nest and take a knockout with the Eradicate break. So we're going to get a, hey, there you are, Lysandre. Alright, so Servine come up to the axe spot, almost my opponent's turn. Now we have played one set of double puzzle time. I think we have the other puzzle time left in here. There's the Eradicate break coming down. And like I said, it has a Super Fang. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. Now they combine this with a Ariados. They can knock us out. But there's a Shaymin coming down. But we did Hex Maniac our opponent last turn. And they receive a bind with 420 damage. But now what I can do this turn is I can Lysandre, bring up that Eradicate break, and I can use Evo break to knock it out and pretty much seal the game up right now. 150 damage, take a knockout on the Eradicate break. There's no way they can take a knockout this turn. And they receive my opponent conceded in the game, realizing like, hey, I can't do anything. You knocked him out. Only real threat was this Eradicate break. Like I said, they could have used Shaymin setting up, got another Revitalizer, maybe got another 1/1 Ariados line to take a knockout that turn with the Eradicate break. That would have been very interesting to see. But there we go. We see a Mega Rayquaza taking a game. And sorry, I didn't have enough time to record multiple games with this. During the weekend, I was at Nationals. And I'm actually recording this earlier, like Wednesday, or no, on Tuesday, so that we at least have a video for Monday. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Mega Rayquaza. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I hope everybody had a great time at Nationals. Look forward to this week to have interviews with some of the players who did top 8 at U.S. Nationals. If I can find time, fingers are crossed. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great Monday. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our 2 sponsors, 60 Cards and Yeti Gaming. The links are down below to their websites. Make sure you go check them out. Alrighty.